Everyone, I know it's been a while since I made a video, and this one again is to Brianman4815162342. There we go. I've been busy lately, so anyway, let's get right down to this, because Brian, man, you made quite a few comments, and I'm going to go over them. Now, first off, you put on my video to you that you think I need anger management, because I cuss so much and shit like that. No, I don't. Yeah, I do get very angry, but a lot of people call that passion. I get very passionate about issues like homophobia, gay rights, things like this, as most people could probably tell from a lot of the videos I've done. Anyway, now first off, Brian, you were saying that you have been on YouTube for a long time, but you just now start making videos. Well, there's a difference. There's a big difference. Commenting is one thing. Making video responses, watching video responses to you, etc., these are completely different fucking scenarios. Making comments, you're just some faceless guy. But when you're actually doing a video, it's like almost like you're face to face. So, and I don't care if you've been on other sites and you've changed their minds, because guess what? You ain't changed this fucking guy's mind about any of that shit. You know, if all these people in the last 20 fucking years of me being an atheist haven't convinced me, I guarantee you, you're not going to do it either. Now, moving on. Yeah, you were talking about that, and then also, I'm going to admit I was wrong on something. For some reason, I forgot Romans and Corinthians was New Testament. I was thinking that was Old Testament. I was wrong. But my original statement was it didn't say anything about homosexuality in the New Testament, and Jesus didn't say anything about it. That part you left untouched. So I was right about that. Jesus didn't say a goddamn thing about homosexuality. So, seeing as though he's, you know, supposedly your savior, then I'm guessing, you know, he left it alone. Why don't you just do the same? Jesus didn't say a damn thing about it. He said shit about other things, but not that. And also, you know, you made a comment because I said, you know, if people like you ran the country, people like me would be fucking dead. Which is true. It is true. Just look at the way people like you know, the God Squad, when you guys had Bush in there and 9/11 happened, you all thought it was an attack on your faith. You all thought it was an attack on Christianity, and, you know, which we all felt that shit on 9/11. We all did. Any American felt that. It was a tragedy. Innocent people died. And they didn't need to. But they did. But once people like me started to see through the bullshit, like, well, the Patriot Act, isn't that kind of taking away our freedoms in the name of, you know, preventing terrorism? What did people, I'm not saying you did this, but I'm saying people in your group, what did they do to people like me? You're un-American. You're un-American. Why don't you just go to another fucking country? And I know if they had their way, people like me would have been killed. Because I was un-American. I didn't support the country. I didn't support our president. I'm not a Christian. That's the way it is. I'm not saying you are necessarily like that, but people in your group are. They are. If you don't fucking believe in the Bible, they pretty much either want you out or they want you dead. If you break these rules of the Bible, well, if we go with the Bible's rules, people would be stoned to death all the fucking time. Because all these little fucking rules, if you break them, oh, you stone them to death. They need to be put to death. Now, the last thing I want to touch is this. I said, if people like you ran the country, gays would be killed. And you said this. You have gay and bisexual friends. First off, okay, I'm not saying you're lying, but if you are, don't even try. Number two, if you are not lying, and that is, you know, you do in fact have gay and bisexual friends, then don't you understand that they can't help who they are? You know, doesn't that mean something to you? If anything, I think that would kind of challenge your faith, because if they do this because, you know, they feel this way because that's who they are, well, why did God make them that way? Oh, that's a fucking test? Well, that's a fucked up test. And also, it's not just that. It's not like you're saying, like, well, I'm kind of, you know, I kind of feel weird about it because I have friends that feel this way, but God says it's this way. Here's the thing. You didn't just say that. You took it a step further. You said homosexuality should be outlawed. Outlawed. So, people who, that's who they are. Themselves, pretty much, essentially, you were saying they should be illegal. They should be illegal. Why? Because of who they are? Well, that's fucked up. I don't agree with that. And also, I wanted to say one point on one of your other videos that I watched, and it's bullshit, by the way. You know, I think it was on the one, why homosexuality should be outlawed. You said, what's been going around for the past 100 years? AIDS. What's also been, you know, pretty rampant in the last 100 years? Homosexuality. First off, no, AIDS did not become a real epidemic till around the 80s. And, you know, there's all those, like, little rumors about the gay cancer. And then some, you know, white, male, Christian, straight, married firefighter, he was helping someone who was hurt, and the victim's blood got underneath his fingernails. Well, he thought he washed it all the way. Turns out he didn't. Well, the firefighter happened to be a nail biter. Well, he got AIDS. And then that's when it came out, oh, anyone can get this. And homosexuality has been around for fucking ever. It hasn't been the last 100 years, just people are more accepting of it now. They're willing to say, okay, well, that's how you feel, whatever. And gays are the most interesting group on earth. They don't give a fuck if the whole world turns gay. That doesn't mean anything to them. So, there you go. If you hate homosexuality, then you wouldn't have homosexual friends. Now, I know Crazy316 says things like, well, you know, I just disagree with the lifestyle. You know, but I've had gay friends. You're still a bigot. Because a lifestyle that is not hurting you shouldn't affect you. I have friends who are druggies. Well, that's them, not me. Doesn't bother me because I don't fucking do it, so that's all I need to do right there. But anyway, till next time, see y'all later.